Hey guys, welcome to the overnight journey vlog number 3. I'm really excited and I'm really exhausted at the same time, so I hope that my exhaustion doesn't take away from the excitement that I'm having and have had today. Today started out really good. I woke up and I actually went to my therapist this morning. But I received several donations this morning and throughout the day that have put us over $1,000. So, in order to participate in the walk, I needed to raise $1,000. So, we've gotten that milestone. We've actually raised $1,217 right now, and that's in about 3.5 days. So, that's really amazing. We are 61%, we have 61% of our goal completed. So first, I want to thank those of you that have donated today or since I made the last video. Andrew and Ella, thank you guys very much. Ray, thank you. Marion, thank you very much. Earl and Gretchen, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Celeste, thank you very much, and I miss you. And Robert, thank you very much, and I miss you. And really, I miss all of you guys that I haven't seen in a while, but again, thank you guys very much for your donations. It's greatly appreciated. We're already well on our way to the goal. And I have until May 21st to raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So for anybody that's tuning in, that's what I'm doing. I'm raising funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. My sister Caitlin committed suicide in 2012. And there's nothing I can do to bring her back, but there's a lot we can do to help people who suffer from mental illness and a lot we can do to help prevent suicide. This whole process just over the last 3.5 days has just already been amazing. And I'm excited about the fact that it gets a dialogue going. Like I said, I went to the therapist this morning. I'm not ashamed to admit that I have mental health issues. I have a little bit of depression and I suffer from anxiety. And so I see a therapist regularly. And what I found interesting was, so talking to the therapist today, she was giving me a referral to a psychologist, and she said that it may be really difficult for me to get an appointment. And I asked her why that is, and basically what it comes down to is there's just not enough mental health professionals per capita. There's just not enough supply for the demand that exists for mental health care professionals. And so I was looking up on the World Health Organization's website, and I didn't dive super deep into the numbers because, again, I'm really exhausted. I had a really long day at work and looked at numbers all day, so just not necessarily trying to do some deep dive analysis. But from what I can see on the World Health Organization site is there's far fewer mental health care professionals in the United States versus what there are in Europe. So, coincidence and some of the issues that we have in this country versus other countries of the world, I don't think it's a coincidence. So I found that really interesting. Something else that happened today is I threw a comment on one of the videos I posted on Facebook. Yesterday I was talking about how, I kind of felt like once somebody makes a decision, there's very little you can do to change it. And, once somebody decides to commit suicide, there's very little that you can do. But I was given a very good perspective on that this morning with a comment. And basically, when somebody's contemplating suicide or is about to commit suicide, there's a moment of delay. There's a moment of, should I do this? It's why somebody who is on a bridge about to jump doesn't just run to the edge of the bridge and jump off. Usually they're sitting on the edge of the bridge. They're looking for a reason not to do it. And so by raising awareness for mental health issues and raising funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, I'm hoping that we can give all of those people that are suffering a reason not to do it, a reason to think twice and change their minds. So I thought that was a really cool perspective on it, that that's something that I didn't think about and haven't thought about, but it really makes a lot of sense. And then something else happened today. While I was at work, I was talking to a guy that I work with, and his son is in a county jail and tried to hang himself the other day. He has schizophrenia. He's and I don't know if it's a county jail. It's a small jail. He's basically being held until trial, and then he may go to like a state facility. But basically, they don't provide medications in these institutions, in the smaller jails. Apparently, they're not funded to do that. So, if you have mental illness and you happen to be incarcerated in one of these smaller jails, they don't give you the medication. Your family has to bring it to you, and it has to be a medication that they'll allow in their facility. And then you have to hope that they give it to the person that's incarcerated when they're scheduled to give it to them. Apparently that didn't happen in this situation. He wasn't on his medication, and he was not balanced, and he tried to take his own life. Luckily, he was not successful. But that was just a different perspective of this whole dialogue about suicide prevention that, was something new to me that I didn't really realize existed. Just because somebody gets arrested doesn't mean they're not a human being and that their life is not valuable. They should be taken care of. Their mental health should be taken care of. So just something interesting to think about. Again, thank you guys so much for all of the donations. It's really been amazing. We've raised so much money in just a short amount of time. I'm really excited to see how much we're going to be able to raise by the time the walk actually happens. So it's super exciting. Again, I hope my exhaustion doesn't take away from the excitement that I'm feeling or that comes across on camera, but it's really, really exciting. It's been an amazing day. I loved the snow this morning. It was those big old fat flakes that just kind of hang in the air and just float around. It made me feel like I was in a snow globe, so that was another good start to the day. Anyway, this videos run a little bit longer than I like to have them, but just a lot going on, a lot of dialogue happening, a lot of conversations going on, and just growing and learning. This has been such a big experience for me so far, and I can only imagine it's just going to continue and just become that much more amazing. And you guys are playing a big part of that. So again, thank you for the donations. If you can donate, please do. Please share the videos. Make sure that we get the word out. And thank you.